Hello students, how are you? I hope you are very well. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Gyanmanjali Modern School. Today, Standard 7, Subject GE, Chapter number 5. In the previous video, we discussed about the unit number 4 with exercise we just complete and then now move forward our next unit number 5, chapter number 5. The name is verbs, transitive and intransitive, direct, indirect object. In this chapter, we discuss about the verbs. Verbs are transitive or and intransitive, direct and indirect object. Then, what is verb? Verbs are words. Verbs are words that tell us about the action, Verbs are words that tell us about the action done, or the state of being or position. Verbs are words that tell us about the action done or the state of being or position. For the examples, so you can easily understand examples. I lost my pen. I lost my pen. So this is the example of action. I lost my pen. In the next example, these are old legends. These are old legends. The example of state of being. In the next example, Tina has a guitar. The example of position. Here, this example of I lost my pen. This is the example of action. These are old legends. This example of state of being. Tina has a guitar. This is the possession. Here, verbs are words that tell us about the action done or the state of being or position. So here, in this the first example of action, second example of state of being, and the last example of tell us about the Tina has a guitar, the example of position. So you just write down in your book, then move forward. Okay, student, have you written this? Then now we discuss about the transitive, intransitive, and incomplete verbs. We discuss about the transitive and intransitive and incomplete verb and incomplete verbs. So here one by one we discuss first of all transitive verbs, verbs that need an object to complete their meaning are called transitive verb. Transitive verbs. Example, so you can easily understand what I am saying. Example, I lost my pen. I lost my pen. So here transitive verbs that need an object. Transitive verbs that need an object to complete their meaning are called transitive verb. So here in this object is I lost my pen. My pen is a object. Here I lost my pen is object. The subject is I, verb is lost, and object is pen. So here in this example, I lost my pen. What is the transitive verb? So verb that need an object to complete their meaning are called transitive verb. This is the first example, I lost my pen. So here in this example, I is subject, lost is verb, and object is pen. Object to complete their meaning are called transitive verb. The next example, Harish built a house. Harish built a house. So in this second example, Harish is a subject, Harish, verb is built, and object is house. Harish is subject, verb is built, and object is a house. here object to complete their meaning are called transitive verb. And the next verbs that make sense even without an object are called intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs. So here the next intransitive, you just write these verbs that make sense even without object. And this transitive need an object, and the intransitive is a without object. Without an object are called intransitive verb. For the example, a kitty laughed. A kitty laughed. So here in this example, subject is a kitty. Subject is a kitty. Verb laugh. The next example, the baby slept. The baby slept. So in this intransitive verb has a without an object. So here a kitty laughed. Subject is a kitty and verb is laugh. So in this sentence has a no object, without object is a called intransitive verb. In the next example, the baby. Baby is a subject and verb is slept. So in this example here is a without object called a intransitive. Next example, birds fly. Birds fly. So here birds is a subject and fly is a verb. So here in this the third example is a no without an object are called intransitive verb. So here in this just write down in your book, then move forward. here, have you done this? Then now move forward. The next one, some verbs require a complement to complete their meaning. Their meaning. These are called incomplete verbs. These are called incomplete verbs. Incomplete verbs. Some verbs require a complement to complete their meaning. These are called incomplete verbs. For the example, so you can easily understand. Example, the Bermuda Triangle is a strange place. Triangle is a strange place. So here in this sentence, subject is the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle. Here is a subject. Incomplete verb. Is and complement is. A strange place. So in this, some verb require a complement to complete their meaning. Some verbs require a complement to complete their meaning. These are called incomplete verb. For the example, the Bermuda Triangle is a strange place. So here in this example, here is a subject, the Bermuda Triangle is a subject. Incomplete verb is, and complement is a strange place. So this is a incomplete verb. Repeat this one. Some verb require a complement to complete their meaning. These are called incomplete verb. For the example, the Bermuda Triangle is a strange place. For the example, subject is a Bermuda Triangle and the incomplete verb is, and the complement is a strange place. So here these are called incomplete verbs. You just write down and then move forward, direct and indirect object. Okay, student, have you written this? Then now move forward. Direct and indirect object. Sometimes transitive verbs can take two objects. In such cases, one of them is called a direct object. And the other is called an indirect. Other is called an indirect object. In this sometimes transitive verb, we need the object. Sometimes transitive verbs can take two objects. In such cases, one of them is called a direct object. One of them is called a direct object, and the other is called an indirect object. Transitive verb has two objects. The first one called is direct, and the second one is indirect object. How do we recognize and the difference between a direct object and an direct object and an indirect object. The next, how do we recognize the difference between a direct object and indirect object? Sir, you just told me that the first one is direct object and the next one is indirect object. But sir, how can we find out the first one is direct object and the next one is indirect object? Then listen this out. The direct object directly receives the action of the verb. The direct object answers the question what? The direct object object answers the question what. So the direct object directly receive the action of the verb. The direct object answer the question what. You can ask this question with what, then the answer is the direct object. And the next, the indirect object is indirectly affected by the action of the verb. It answers the question to whom. It answers the question to whom or for whom. How we find the direct object and the indirect object? The first, how we find the direct object? The direct object directly receives the action of the verb. The direct object answers the question with what. If the question asks this question what, then the answer will be provided the direct object. And how we find the indirect object? The indirect object is indirectly affected by the action of the verb. The answer the question to whom or for whom. Whom or for whom. For the example, is Sayan got father a glass of water. So in this example, subject is Sayan, verb is got, indirect object is father, and the direct object is a glass of water. So in this example, Sayan got father a glass of water. In this, sometimes transitive verb has take two objects. The first one is direct object and the second one is indirect object. How we find the first one is direct object and the second one indirect object? Ask this question with what? The find out is the direct object, and the indirect object ask with whom, for whom. The next example, Sayan got father a glass of water. So in this, subject is a Sayan, verb is got, and the ask with what? ask with what? The right answer is glass of water. So here this is the direct object is a glass of water, and we ask with question whom, then the answer is father. So here the indirect object is father. So you just write down in your book and we write the homework. Write this discuss about in this video. In this video, you just write down in your book. Homework, the discuss about in this video, write down in your book. You just write down this topic. Okay student, we will meet in our next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye student.